Utah's most accurate forecast with Thomas Geboy. Weather rates certified 11 years in a row.
Also, we want to know what's going on with the wind out there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be breezy outside this evening, and the fire risk does remain high into tonight. I've said it time and time again, I don't want to be a downer, but tonight's one of those nights where you want to avoid those personal fireworks if you can. But if you're going to be shooting off those fireworks, make sure that you're following the restrictions and the local guidelines for sure. The red flag warnings, they remain in effect through 9 o'clock. We will see increasing heat through this week. I don't have to tell you that if you walk outside, it's been hot outside across the state, but that heat's only going to crank up even more as we move into the second half this week. We'll be staying on the breezy side. And unfortunately, mostly dry skies will persist, especially in the northern half of the state. But in the meantime, let's just enjoy this absolutely beautiful view in Alta. It looks like summertime, but there's still a little bit of residual snow around up Little Cottonwood Canyon. The red flag warning, that does remain in effect through 9 o'clock this evening, but even as this expires, it's still going to be breezy through tonight. So that fire risk will still be remaining elevated. But your firework forecast, maybe you're going to be going to see some professional firework shows. The temperature will still be in the middle to upper 80s by 9 o'clock, and as the fireworks are wrapping up around 11 o'clock, temperatures in the lower 80s along the Wasatch Front, and the firework forecast down in St. George across the Southwest Desert. Honestly, not too far different, with a temperature of 94 at 7 o'clock. And that temperature falling to 84 by 11 as we stay on the warm and breezy side of things. Also could be a little bit hazy under mostly clear skies. But let's begin the FUTURECAST at 6 o'clock this evening, and maybe an isolated shower will be a possibility in southeastern Utah. But as we go from today into tomorrow, a little bit more moisture is going to try to work its way in from the south. So in parts of south central and southeastern Utah, maybe as far north as the Uinta Basin, we could see isolated showers and thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. So that's something that you're definitely going to want to keep in mind if you do have any of those outdoor plans. And this is the thunderstorm outlook for tomorrow, kind of stretching up towards Nephi and Price, and then in south central and southeastern Utah is where we're going to have that chance for isolated showers and thunderstorms. And with the return for the potential of showers and thunderstorms also returns the potential for flash flooding at majority of our national parks, where arches and canyonlands a possibility. Not expected at Zion and Bryce Canyon, but can't be completely ruled out. But that higher chance for wet weather will definitely be to the southeast. So Capitol Reef, the San Rafael Swell, Grand Staircase, and Glen Canyon, all of which going to be a possibility for tomorrow. And as we look a little bit further down the road, high pressure was going to continue to build in from the southeast. And what that's going to do is help ease the winds a little bit, not completely. It's still going to be staying breezy through this week, but that heat is only going to continue to build. And by Friday into Saturday, it is just going to be downright hot across the Beehive State. But in the meantime, as for tonight, we're going to see overnight lows dropping to the lower 70s in both Salt Lake City and in St. George, with daytime highs climbing into the mid and upper 90s in both spots. Even Logan likely getting to 90 degrees tomorrow, as Moab will be at 93. And those temperatures will continue to crank up from there. And St. George will go from the upper 90s tomorrow to around 100 degrees for your Wednesday and Thursday. But by Saturday into Sunday, that daytime high could be around 104 and 105. And with those breezy conditions sticking around, while we might not have a red flag warning tomorrow, that fire risk will still be remaining. And then along the Wasatch Front, we get upper 90s the next few days, then likely going to be getting to and just above the century mark Friday into Saturday, with those daytime highs continuing in the upper 90s Sunday into Monday, with maybe some moisture returning for early next week.